Alright, what is up guys, Nate4 here and welcome back to another movie review, and today we're talking about Halloween Ends, alright? Over 40 years of this franchise, this is the epic, exciting conclusion. So many reboots, so many retcons, so many characters, so many kills. And this is the ending, alright? And we're gonna be talking about this, man. Did this ending leave me satisfied? Do I think this is a fitting conclusion? This is gonna be an emotional one, you guys. But let's hop straight into it, huh? Alright, I'm being a bit dramatic. I'll be 100% honest. And let's be honest with ourselves. This isn't the last time we're gonna see Michael Myers, okay? The character is too iconic, too popular. The movies make too much money. This is not the last time we're gonna see Michael Myers, okay? Maybe for a while, but we're definitely going to see him again in the future. But I don't know, man. This movie, much like the guy in the meme eating the chicken sandwich, I mean, it's alright. Like that's kind of how I feel about this movie. It's not overrated, but I mean, it's alright. Okay, let's just say that. I do think it's a step up from Halloween Kills, which I did a review on a year ago now. Wow. I didn't like that movie, but I at least had some fun with this one, okay? I think Halloween 2018 is the best one out of this trilogy. Then this one, then Halloween Kills. That's just my personal ranking, but it's whatever. I don't know. This just, it didn't feel impactful to me. Like, the movie just kind of felt there. Like, I kind of feel like Scream 5 had more of an impact, if anything, and that's not even the final movie, you know? So that's kind of weird. And I think it's also a bit of fatigue, okay? Because you have to keep in mind, we haven't seen Freddy and Jason in a theatrical live action movie in over a decade now, so it's really just been Michael Myers on his own, you know? So I think we've just been seeing too much of him lately. Like, he has like a new movie, you know, every couple years, you know, every little time span or whatever. So I think it's just that fatigue has set in, you know. He's had like so many movies over this time span, so I think we're just a little tired of seeing Michael Myers for a while. That's why I think that him going away for a while is somewhat of a good thing. That might upset some people if Michael Myers is like your favorite scary movie character, if Halloween is your favorite franchise or whatever. But I think it is simply fatigue that's keeping me from liking this movie a bit more. And I've seen the reviews and I've seen other people's opinions on it just to make sure I wasn't crazy. And typically I don't do that for movies, but for this one I did, and I'm not crazy. Apparently a lot of people feel the same way. This movie just felt very average. It felt very just okay. And I went into this movie with an open mind, you know, like I didn't like Halloween Kills that much. So I'm like, okay, maybe I can have some fun with this one. Hopefully this one is a step up at least. And in my eyes it was. I definitely think Jamie Lee Curtis, she kind of carried this movie on her back. I ain't gonna lie. Because they kind of ruined her in Halloween Kills, you know? They didn't have her doing that much. But in this one, they have her doing a lot more. But unfortunately, this movie has another problem. Same as the previous one. The characters are just very, very annoying. Not as many characters as the last movie, but it's two of the main characters. Allison and Corey, I just could not stand them in this movie. And usually I like Allison, but in this movie I don't know what the writers were doing. I don't know. It was bad. And the thing is, it's a Halloween movie, so you expect Michael Myers to be like the full front, him and Laurie. Because that's what this movie really advertised. Like, one last showdown, the final battle, like all that. And you don't really see that. The movie really focuses on like how Michael Myers has affected people over the years, how like his actions have consequences and stuff like that. That's really what this movie leans towards. So I really wish they would have gave him some more screen time in this movie, dude. Like, he's rarely in it. And like a lot of movies do that. I get it. They advertise a certain person, you know, publicity stunt, whatever, and they're just not even in the movie that much. Like this one serves as more of a passing of the torch, kinda, because in this movie he's like the older, you know, not as strong, not as fast Michael Myers. So it's like a passing of the torch, honestly. So it depends on how you feel, because if it depends on how you watch this movie. Okay, if you're someone who likes a good story, you like a good plot, that's what you're mostly into, then that's mostly what this movie is. It's more storytelling, if anything. It does have some kills in it, but it's not as gruesome and as consistent as Halloween Kills was. So if you're more into killing, then I'd stick with that movie or 2018. But I mean, it's not like the worst movie I've ever seen. It's not quote unquote bad. I just think it's okay. It's just a very average horror movie. I did like that it wasn't as long, so it didn't feel like I was just torturing myself watching it. Like, it does keep you invested at least, and it's not like a crazy long movie, so that's another plus side in my opinion. But I do think that movies have been struggling trying to find that final chapter, like The Rise of Skywalker. A lot of people didn't like the way that Star Wars movie ended. Jurassic World Dominion. A lot of people were underwhelmed, and that's the same with this one. Unfortunately, it didn't have an impact. It just felt like it just kind of ended. I don't know, man. I was kind of... I didn't leave the theater disappointed, necessarily, but I was just like, I guess. Yeah, sure. I wasn't excited. I wasn't sad. I was just kind of, okay. I guess it's done now. It definitely lacked that impact, man. And let me tell you guys this. The character of Corey, oh my god. I haven't disliked someone in such a long time, but this guy, the movie wants you to feel like sympathetic for him, and it's tough. It's really tough. And I don't get his relationship with Allison at all. Their relationship was very forced, and it just happened out of just thin air. It just happened so fast. There was no real build up to it at all. They just started liking each other like that, and it bothered me throughout the entire movie. And unfortunately, like, if you're a Halloween fan, then sure, go watch it. But if you don't really care for this movie as much, if you're like, it doesn't really interest you all that much, you don't really have to rush to a theater to watch this one. It didn't really do too much for me personally. I'd say you can watch it on Peacock or wait till it's on DVD to watch it. It's just nothing I'd be rushing to see, you know? And I hate to say that. I really had hopes for this movie. I wanted to see it succeed, but I don't know. You can't make everyone happy. It just wasn't a good send-off, man. And it's just the fact knowing that it's not actually over. Although they were saying it's Halloween Ends, we're going to see Michael Myers again. I don't know about Jamie Lee Curtis. I hope so. She's the freaking, you know, everyone's almost like favorite final girl, dude. Everyone loves Jamie Lee Curtis as Laurie Strode. So hopefully she returns in a future project. I hope, even if it's just a small cameo. We need her, dude. She's fantastic. She was one of the things that were actually enjoyable about this movie. The kills were fine. They weren't like over the top or anything. But I don't know, man. I don't like saying this, but it was mid. Okay, it was mid. That's all I have to say about this movie. Not a great watch, but it's nothing that'll put you to sleep. I'd say this is a movie that I would just put on in the background, okay? As I'm doing something else, I'll put this movie on in the background. That's what this movie is. And if I had to rank it, like a 7 out of 10. Not an 8, but a good 7, a strong 7. But yeah, Minute 49, I'm out. Peace.